For NJ Advanced Media, I am Connor Hughes. Well, the Jets' 4-week-long search for an offensive coordinator is reportedly finally over. The team plans to hire Saints receivers coach John Morton as their new OC. He will replace Chan Gailey, who retired after 2 years of running the Jets offense shortly, or literally the day after the season came to a close. So, good news, bad news, what does this mean for the Jets offense? Well, let's weigh it out, because really it's a little bit of everything. We'll go with the positive first, and that's the Jets are getting a guy that they wanted. Somebody that is a younger, I think he's 47, so a younger coach, somebody who's got some new age ideas, somebody who has worked and cut his teeth from some of the best in the business. He worked with Jim Harbaugh in San Francisco, which is obviously very, very good. He worked with Sean Payton in New Orleans. Again, Harbaugh and Payton are two of the greatest offensive minds in football, so to be able to learn anything from them is a very good thing. Bad news, though, is that he's taking over a team that has a ton of questions and a ton of concerns. I mean, the Jets could potentially be going into next year without, or as free agency in the draft start, they could be without a left tackle if they cut Ryan Clady, a right tackle if they cut Breno Giacomini, a center if they cut Nick Mangold, 3 very likely moves. Also, they don't have a quarterback because Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to be gone, Geno Smith is going to be gone, which leaves the Jets with just Bryce Petty and Christian Hackenberg. Petty left much to be desired when he played in his 6 games last year, and not to mention, he also has a torn shoulder labrum, and you don't really know when he's going to be back to 100%. Christian Hackenberg, the only other quarterback under contract heading into next season, well, he didn't play at all last year, and nobody really knows what he is going to do. The Jets could also be without Brandon Marshall, Eric Decker, if they decide to cut one of those 2 guys as well. There's also the one little caveat to this whole deal, and that's that the Jets seemingly need a guy who can develop a quarterback. You know, they need somebody that can take Petty and take Hackenberg, develop them, and make them into a starter, make him into that franchise quarterback. While Morton has experience working with guys who have done that, Peyton with Breeze, although Breeze was pretty good, but he still got the best out of him, and the Harbaugh with guys like Kaepernick and Alex Smith, Morton himself hasn't done it. He's never been a quarterbacks coach. He's never worked directly with quarterbacks. In fact, his NFL experiences as a tight ends coach and as a receivers coach, he was the offensive coordinator for USC, but he was never their quarterbacks guy. He was never a quarterback guru. So they got a guy that checks some of the boxes, but not necessarily all of the boxes. Is that unexpected? Surprising? No, it's probably what the Jets kind of expected to get, because this is a team with all of their roster concerns, and the fact this could be just a 1-year gig if they struggle next year and Bowles is fired. You weren't going to get a guy that necessarily was the best offensive coordinator in the world. But hey, the Jets have an OC, and that's something that I know was sarcastically joked about for quite some time, was would this team even end up hiring one? And it looks like they have. It's going to be John Morton. Will he be good? Will he be bad? Only time will tell. For NJ Advanced Media, I'm Connor Hughes.